Glenn here. I've got a little bit of a different video for you today. It's been quite a long time since I've gone over my Funko collection, and due to a ton of requests for it as well, I decided it was time to just make a video review of my Funko Pops and all the other things Funko that I have at this point. This video is about a month late. I wanted to do it as part of the end of the year video, but I haven't gotten too many new Pops in the last month or so. I've gotten a few. I'll kind of point those out, and a lot of them I actually haven't put up for display yet, just because I don't have the room right now. So right now I'm at about 610 Funko figures. So I'm going to go over them. It might take a while, so I might break this video into parts. We'll kind of see how it goes. But we're going to start with the Marvel right behind me, and let's see what I've got. Alright, let's start off with the Marvel collection, easily the largest collection I have. Starting in the back there, we've got some Hawkeye and Black Widow. You can see the different Black Widows. As far as the order that I put Pops, I kind of change my mind every few weeks about how I want to display these. I think I started off when I didn't have very many Pops. I started by having them go in number order by, you know, what number they were in whatever series. But then I decided, you know, I really like different versions of the characters to be with each other, so you can kind of see the evolution or the different representations that Funko has decided as they've gone through the years of the same character. So that's kind of how I have it pretty much right now. There's a couple of exceptions, but this back row right here, and you can see that I've put LED lighting in the back there. I just like the way it kind of makes the top shelf glow a little bit, because it can get kind of dark back there and you don't notice. Moving on from Black Widow, you can see the couple of Scarlet Witches. And one thing with some of these Pops, particularly the female Pops that have the small legs, until recently, Funko hasn't put stands with many of these. And that's where this first Scarlet Witch comes from Age of Ultron. She does not like to stand up very well. So you see she's kind of in the back there, and she can kind of lean against the back wall if she falls over. That's what ends up happening. So you'll see some of the Pops either way forward or way back, depending on how well they stand. So that's how that kind of works. Next shelf down here is one of my tighter ones. This is the Iron Man set, and I've got so many that you can see they're kind of squeezed in there. The original one is actually a fairly new pickup from me, but we've got some from Iron Man 3, Spacesuit, War Machine, moving on into the Avengers movies ones, Unmasked Tony, couple of Iron Mans from the 2-packs. So you can see Iron Man is pretty tight right now. I just don't have a whole lot of room for him at the moment. Moving down, we've got all my Caps. So we've got Caps going through the years. There's the kind of light patina faded one, which is kind of cool. And then you get into you can kind of see the evolution of the Cap Pops. Bam! It's totally different when you get into the movie versions. There's some from the Cap movies, Avengers movies. There is U.S. Agent there on the end. Alright, moving along, I've got these Pops kind of going side by side collection-wise. So on the back row of this second shelf, we've got the Ant-Man Pops. There's the one from the Collector Corps with the little mini Ant-Man there. The Blackout Ant-Man, a couple of the glow-in-the-darks. We get to, as we transition out of Ant-Man, we kind of get into the Civil War Pops and the Civil War characters. There's Vision. This is actually Vision from the first Avengers movie, but still kind of applies. And then the kind of fading out one. And then you get to the second shelf, we've got War Machine again, Agent 13, the Falcon, one of the finalists or at least semifinalists in the Pop Tournament this year. You'll notice too that there's quite a bit of commons that I don't have, like the common Black Panther. I don't have some of the regular quote-unquote pops, and that's because my general philosophy right now with collecting pops and collecting Funko in general is I'm going to collect what I like. So I see things that I like, and that's what I'll pick up. You know, whether it's a common or an exclusive or a limited edition, if I see it and I like it, that's generally what I'm collecting. I just don't have enough space to be that much of a completist. I like completing sets, but it kind of, the room issue kind of takes priority, and I'm really only trying to focus on lines and pops individually that I like. There's the Hulk in different forms. Got a glow-in-the-dark one there as well. Winter Soldier. There's the regular Civil War Winter Soldier. I'm looking to get the one-armed one, but I haven't gotten that one yet. And then our buddy Ultron. All right, moving to the third shelf. This is the shelf that is kind of my X-Men shelf. Plus there's some street-level heroes. So we've got a couple of Daredevils. We've got 2 different versions of the Punisher up there. And then we get into the X-verse. So we've got Magneto, and then a metallic version, Mystique. There's one of my newest pops. That's Emma from the Specialty Series. I really dig her pop. She just looks great. There's Professor X, the Beast, one of the early pops I got. I've had Beast for a long, long time. And then there's Kitty, which was a New York Comic Con exclusive, which I went over in an earlier video. Really liked that one as well. Moving down, couple of Wolverines. And there's another new one of mine. That's Logan from Hot Topic with the t-shirt Logan. And there's the 2 different versions of Colossus. You can kind of see the big difference between the older one and the chrome one. I just think the chrome one looks so much better. He's a little more aggressive, but he just has just a better look to him. A couple different Colossus or Cyclopses. That Cyclops without the visor, that was the Geek Me box exclusive. Couple of Storms, black suit and white suit. So there's the mostly X-Men shelf. Moving on, the next shelf is my Guardians of the Galaxy / Loki shelf, kind of a cosmic shelf. So we've got the baddies up there in the back. Nebula, another notorious one for not standing up. You can kind of see that white stuff on her foot. What that is that's kind of museum tacky glue that kind of keeps her up straight. Some rockets. One of my favorite rockets is that Rocket and Potted Groot right there. Moving down into some Lokis. Got a Frost Giant Loki, a couple of black and white Loki, a couple of different versions of Loki there. Then we get back into the Guardians. You can see the main Guardians there. And then a couple more from the movie as well, Howard, and there's Cosmo, and then a whole bunch of Groots. So we got the Holiday Groot, we got the Ravager Groot, we've got the Mossy Groot. Actually, that's not the Mossy Groot. That is the glow-in-the-dark Groot from the Loot Crate. Regular Groot, and then Angry Groot. That was a Dallas Comic Con exclusive. All right, next shelf over, we got the Asgardians in the back there. Odin, Sif, Heimdall, and then we get into what I call the little spy area. We've got Nick Fury, Agent Coulson, Agent May, and Agent Carter. I'm working on getting Daisy, because I know that she's out. I just haven't come across her yet. Then moving down, we've got Deadpool and his friends. Here's the Mercs for Hire, the different colors. And then into the Deadpools. There's X-Force Deadpool, X-Men Deadpool, all the different Deadpools that came out fairly recently. There's the Leaping Deadpool, Cowboy Deadpool. All right, and the last Marvel shelf, we've got kind of, not random characters, but I've got Silver Surfer. That's one that I got a long time ago. That's one of my oldest pops. Then I move into the Doctor Strange. We've got the 3 movie ones that I've got. Again, ironically, I don't have the common that's from the movie. I just have some exclusives. And then the comic book version of Doctor Strange. And then moving down, we get into Spider-Man villains. So we've got Venom there, Goblin, Electro, that's the glow-in-the-dark one, Zombie Morbius, and then we finished this kind of row here with kind of Women of Power area. So we've got Captain Marvel, Squirrel Girl from the Collector Corps, She-Hulk, one of my favorite characters, and then the newest Ms. Marvel. All right, and then Spider-Man himself. We've got Leaping Spider-Man from the Collector Corps. We've got the Captain America shield holding Spidey from Civil War from the multi-pack. There's Black Suit Spider-Man, and then a glow-in-the-dark Black Suit Spider-Man as well. We've got Spider-Man 2099, the Iron Spider, and then we move into Gwen. So there's Spider-Gwen, and then Unhooded Spider-Gwen. So that's it for Marvel. Marvel takes up the top shelves of my collection here. So from here, we're going to move on down to DC.